and today I'm bringing you a little bit of coverage from, not really coverage, but what to look forward to for the EA Live event next week, which would be, I think it's the 22nd, 22nd. So, I mean, there's a bunch of news that dropped today about it regarding Star Wars, and there was some BioWare news, but I'm just going to give you what to look forward to, what could happen, what might happen, some speculation, stuff like that. But anyway, hey, welcome to Polygon Warriors. Always feel free to, check out the Spoilerverse. We are out here doing stuff. Bob's doing stuff on Bridging the Geekdoms. I'm trying to dive a bit more into it now that I got a workable schedule. But yeah, just check out spoilerverse.com. So with that out of the way, we're just going to dive right into it. EA Live is something EA does, I think, every year after E3, kind of like do their own little show. Everybody does it. And I mean, Nintendo does their Nintendo Nows it seems like every 2 weeks, and they do it all the time. So EA is just kind of doing their own thing and diving into it. So the first thing that you should expect from the EA Live would be Battlefront 2042. I mean, Battlefront 2042 was blown out of the water with its trailer. The trailer looks so good, especially homage to that. I can't remember his name. The guy that jumped out of the jet, blew up the jet, and jumped back in it. That is such a great thing to buy, or not BioWare. Why do I keep saying BioWare? EA has done to show their fandom that they actually listen and pay attention. It was really good. If you haven't seen it, it's on YouTube. It's blown up. It's everywhere. I'm sure you could find it if you really wanted to. But yeah, I expect a full gameplay, maybe even a demo type thing from Battlefield. But other than that, I don't think we're gonna get too much more like war-esque games in that behalf or on that behalf. Mustache is itchy. I think Battlefield 2042 is gonna have a big chunk of the live. I don't think because EA is not really doing too much besides Battlefield right now, so I don't foresee too much more coming from it. And then you always have, Madden, FIFA, NHL. You have all the sports games. So, I'm sure we're going to see the same footage we've seen for the past 5 years with Madden. They're going to call it new. And same thing with FIFA and all that stuff. We're going to get new things coming to the games. I think there's supposed to be a new, career thing. I don't know what they're doing in Madden. That's about the only one I really keep up with. It's the same game every year. They just update the rosters. I don't know why people still buy them year after year after year after year. There's literally nothing new that's coming to sports games. It bothers me so much. There's no reason to keep buying them every year. Just give a $10 DLC where you update the rosters. That's all you guys do to the game year after year after year after year. But something entertaining is happening to the EA world and kind of Respawn itself. Respawn is launching a new franchise. Now, I don't know what it is. No one really knows what it is. But Vince Zampella, the head of Respawn, who's responsible for Apex Legends, Jedi Fallen Order, Medal of Honor, stuff like that, actually tweeted out this. It was a couple months ago. But they're looking for people to start building, a new IP from the ground up. I mean, there's 5. They're looking for a 6th person right now. I'm sure they're going to be doing something. People think it's going to be a new Apex Legends 2. I don't foresee that happening. I think we're probably going to get another Battle Royale game because those are still kind of hot. Or maybe a Titanfall 3, but that's still not really a new franchise. I really don't know what to expect. Respawn's known for a lot of not war games, but shooting games. And then they have Jedi Fallen Order. So to their most recent catalog. So I don't know what to expect from Respawn. It's kind of up in the air, and I'm kind of interested. I might tune in just to see that myself, honestly. I really don't know what to expect from Respawn. If you guys have any idea what to expect, leave it down in the comments. I'm fully interested to hear what you guys have to say about it. And now we have also Skate 4, which is being developed by Full Circle, which EA has specifically made this studio to make the new Skate game. It's from Canada. They are looking to hire. I tried looking up to see if they made anything, but no, that's a brand new studio that they're launching just for Skate 4, which they are very early in the process, because if you look up their website, it's nothing but hiring. Like, we are hiring this many people. We are hiring this, and this. They have nothing else on the website, which is exciting, though, because Skate 3 had a cult following, and it still is pretty played to this day. I wish I would have got into it. I was always a Tony Hawk Pro Skater guy, which, I mean, what was it? The Pro Skater 1 and 2 remake? Pristine. They were really good. I really enjoyed the updated graphics and the updated like music. It's not really music, but the updated like radio, I guess you could call it. I'm not entirely sure what you would call that, but maybe I'll do a review on that later on down the road. I still in the middle of, I wouldn't say playing it. I've beat it, but I'm still like, I'm still having fun with it. So we'll see how I feel about the review. Now, after that, we could have some new games coming up. Is being developed by EA Motive, which is interesting because all they're really known for is their work on Star Wars games. So could we be getting a new Star Wars game coming soon? Could they announce it? Would it contradict that they announced that they're not doing any Star Wars news this EA? Do they know what they're doing? I don't know. And then they also have Eric Baptizat. I know I butchered that name. I'm not even going to lie. I know I butchered that name. But he's known for his work on Assassin's Creed Valhalla, which I'm still saving myself. I'm going to stream it. Which was regarded as a really good game. It's the first Viking Assassin's Creed game, and it was, everybody's been wanting a Vikings game, and from what I've read and what I've seen, it's really good. So really looking forward to checking that out. But could it be a Dead Space game, though? Could it be a new game? It could be a completely new game. They say fan favorite revival. It could be just some game from forever and a day ago. Could they be remaking Madden 1998? Who knows? I'm just here for the ride. I'm hoping that it's, I don't even know. I would assume that it's going to be a shoot 'em up space game that's open world. I mean, that very well could be it. Again, let me know what you guys know in the or let me know what you guys think in the comments. What do you think could be coming from EA that's a fan favorite revival? I'm still holding out for their remake in the first Battlefront. First Battlefront, you get the Naboo planes, and you're just in the middle shooting Gungans, droids, T-bases. You're shooting everything that moves because it's a bloodbath there. Now for some more disappointing news. BioWare. BioWare is EA's big moneymaker. I don't care what anybody says. Mass Effect and Dragon Age, both phenomenal RPG games. I mean, everybody knows my thoughts and feelings about Mass Effect. I absolutely adore it. The remasters, remakes, whatever, phenomenal. Hands down phenomenal. I loved them when they came out in like 2008, 2009, all the way up to 2013. I didn't mind Andromeda, to be 100% honest. And honestly, I'm disappointed that we're not going to get a Mass Effect 4. I'm not necessarily saying we're not going to get it, but we're not going to see anything about it. Same thing with Dragon Age 4. I didn't really dive too much into Dragon Age Inquisition, but I liked the little bit that I had. You know, life got in the way. I couldn't finish it, but you know, Mass Effect, Dragon Age Origins completely revolutionized, and in my opinion, was one of the best games we've got RPG-wise since Knights of the Old Republic. And, you know, it's DLCs. It added a plethora of things post-game that you could do. Now, you couldn't go back and forth, but, you know, it added a lot. Dragon Age 2, I personally liked, and I think it's unfairly reviewed because I don't think any game could have lived up to Dragon Age Origins. No game could have lived up to that. And unfortunately, Dragon Age 2, while it tried, it was good in its own right. If you take it away from the Dragon Age Origins, like living up to that, and leave it as its own standalone game, it's a really good game. Now, if you compare it to Origins, nothing's ever going to compare to Origins. I mean, Inquisition still really doesn't, in my opinion, from what I've played of it. But besides that, I mean, it was still a good game. But it's really disappointing that BioWare's not going to give us anything new. I really was looking forward, especially with the Mass Effect remakes, that we were going to get a Mass Effect 4 that would kind of retcon Andromeda or like build upon it or be an origin to Mass Effect, like the Protheans from Mass Effect 3. Well, Protheans from the last cycle, I guess you could say. That would be really interesting to watch how we've seen Shepard beat the Reapers, but now we can watch the Protheans try and fail. It's kind of like a Rogue One scenario. Like, everybody at the end of the game is going to die. They just have to. But then you could see how Javik survived, and so on and so forth. Like, his backstory does pretty good job explaining it. But we could see a whole. You don't even have to make it a whole trilogy. But if you make it one game, I'd play it. I think everybody would play it. Everybody that loves Mass Effect would play it, in my opinion. And then for the penultimate worst news EA could give, especially in this time where the series is rebuilding, no new Star Wars. It's so disappointing. So disappointing. Especially coming from the EA Star Wars Twitter. Oh, it's such a missed opportunity. You don't even have to give us anything. You could just announce something. You got the High Council, and you have all this new stuff that's happening, and they're introducing a whole bunch of legend stuff. And you don't give us anything. But, the tweet says that they are working on something, and next year they're going to share their vision. What the hell does that mean? Could we be getting, Battlefront 3? Could we be getting Jedi Fallen Order 2? Could we be getting Squadrons 2? Could we be getting the Force Unleashed remade? I would love to see that personally. Could we be seeing a Knights of the Old Republic remake? I'd love to see that as well. I feel like this is a real missed opportunity for EA. You don't have no Star Wars, no BioWare. Those are your two money makers. I'm not saying that your faith in Battlefield isn't misplaced, because that thing's beautiful. But you have literally nothing else at all. At all. And as much as it pains me to say, EA's fallen flat this year. I don't think they're expecting that Battlefield's gonna put up huge numbers. It's not. I mean, it is, but it's not. The potential is so much more. Could we be seeing EA finally, once the High Council's already established, that they're going to announce a game? I don't know, but I really wish that we were getting something, anything, honestly, at this point. I would just take, hey, we're working on this, or hey, we're working on this. You don't have to give us a name. You can, code whatever, Operation Boba or whatever. Who cares? If it's, you could be making that bounty hunter game that was announced and then terminated years ago. That would be great. What was it? Star Wars 1313? I'd be about it. I think everybody would be about it. Who knows? Maybe it's a Star Wars Resident Evil game. That would be cool with the what's it from that Red? Is it Red Harvest? No, it's not Red Harvest. It's what's that Legends book with the stormtroopers that become zombies? Let me know in the comments below, but I can't think of it. As a Dead Space-esque game, Star Wars game like that. That would be so dope. But, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I mean, to see EA Live, you just log in, or not log in, but you can just tune into, I'm sure, their Facebook, I'm sure they have a Twitch, I'm sure they, Twitter, their website itself. Check it out. It's July 22nd. It's 10 a.m., I think. It's 10 or noon. I can't remember. But check it out and let me know what you think. I'm sure I'll do a follow-up video to this. And hey, I'll see you guys when I see you guys. Bye.